I think it's very similar with regards to retail media. So
yeah, that's such a great point too, because when you think of, the goals of paid search versus paid display, but the impact that they have, whether it's within the e-commerce shopping trip to the in-store, there are connection points along the way. And I think people are easy to dismiss paid search as only being visible right there at that moment in time, where the data will say that you do get some impact in store. Paid display is really interesting too, because that has even a larger impact in store as well. So it's like connecting all of those and like being really crystal clear of why are you doing what you're doing.
right.
And people are always surprised too with paid search. Oftentimes people want to just boost like the newest and the latest in paid search, which some platforms you might need to do, but oftentimes it's your hero items that may not have the organic share of shelf that you need to bump up, so they do get top of mind.
Right.
But again, that's part of the education, right? Because I think, we're being in CPG, I think there's this misconception that people search for your brand, and we know that's not true. And so, it's part of the education. It's like, hey, why don't you go out there and search frozen meals and see what comes up? And people are always shocked of, wait, where are all my products?
Right.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, that notion too is that I think attribution is always the most difficult thing in marketing. And I think anytime you get into digital marketing, there's that perception because you have precise numbers, you can tell exact cause and effect. But even that example you made about the hero brands getting paid search volume, many people might not know, right? But paid search always reinforces organic, right? And so you have to support even those strong organic brands.
Exactly. I always think about every tactic is just a point of interruption, right? So part of my career at Conagra, I ran a convenience store team. And, when you think of the convenience store trip and when you walk into a convenience store, the most powerful thing you can have is a display and a shipper, because you have a small footprint and you try to interrupt that shopping trip, because people are going in a lot of times in the convenience store for, a Coke or whatever. And it's a very quick in and out. So you have to interrupt them. And I think of that same kind of mentality online, right? Is people are very pointed with what they're doing online. So you have very minimal opportunity to interrupt that shopping trip.
Yeah, great point.